Hi. So we've been working all week to pull together all the FAQs and the new website and just have a really lovely central place where we can put all of the information about a business in a box. Firstly, I'm really excited at the amount of business fairies that are signing up each day. It's actually quite staggering, and considering at this point we've only been live for a week, it's something that's kind of taken me by surprise, if I'm honest, but really amazing. The reason that I actually popped onto video today is because I wanted to quickly talk to you about a popular question that keeps coming up. So lots of lovely ladies are asking me, what's going to stop customers from coming off their website and then going straight to JFTP and buying from there? How are your sales as a business fairy tracked to the JFTP site? So I thought I'd just spend a minute or two explaining about this wonderful system that we've put in place on the JFTP website, which I actually think will give you lots of assurances and hopefully give you some confidence and trust in the fact that we have put all of these things in place to support you and your growing business. So firstly, when you join up as a JFTP Business Fairy, one of the many things that we're going to be giving you is your own website. Now, it is a cut down, simpler version of the JFTP website, simply because the JFTP website in its entirety has taken almost 2 years to build and is very complex and has a lot of extensions and all sorts of things behind it. And our key to a business in a box is to keep things as simple as possible. So yes, number one is we will be giving you your own website, and attached to that will also be a blog. And you will be able to choose the products that you want to sell as part of your business and represent that on your website. Now you can choose to link those products via a very special link which you can generate yourself by logging into an account that we will give you. So for example, if it was just the TPs that you wanted, you could create a link to the TPs that you were going to be promoting, and basically it will give you a lovely little identifier at the end of our URL, and basically you'll just pop that into your website, and it will then track anybody who clicks on that link from your website and to the JFTP website. And that link also does is it watches that customer in terms of where else that customer goes. Do they choose another product? And if they do, all of that gets attributed to you because you were the person that actually started that journey with them. Now, the wonderful news is that by doing that, it stores a cookie on the customer's desktop, for example, or mobile phone, and it will track that for a year. And the great thing about that is that if you were, for example, to promote a TP and the customer happened, and you've targeted the customer and you've acquired them, and they're used to coming back to you and seeing what you're doing on your website and and all of those lovely things that Claire's actually going to be training you about in terms of how to build and maintain those relationships with your customers. If they decide that later on, a couple of months later, they're going to have another look and maybe want to go on and try and buy something else, because they started their journey with you, the website will remember that they came from you, which means that if they go off and Google just for tiny people, it doesn't matter. The tracking and the cookie is going to stay with you for your customer. Now, I hope I've explained that properly because I really want to try and make sure that message gets across. I understand absolutely why everyone is worried, why people would go off and Google JFTP. To be honest, there's no reason for them to, because all of our promotions and pricings and all of those types of things will be the same. But what this system actually gives us the ability to do is be able to completely track your customer journey and make sure that anything they buy on that journey actually is then made sure that sale is actually given to you and that you earn your commission. So I just wanted to actually take a few minutes to share that with you, and especially if anybody's thinking about it and they're not sure, and of course you've got to make sure it's the right thing for you, because it is going to be hard work. I mean, it's lots of fun, and we're doing something wonderful with all of the business fairies at the moment, and we will continue to do wonderful things, and we're absolutely approaching this and very typically JFTP. And so I think it's quite unique, actually. It's a unique opportunity, and it is different from LMM or network marketing or all of those types of things. I'm going to touch on saturation again because I do keep mentioning this quite a few times now. And so I'm worrying a little bit, if I'm honest, as to why so many people are focusing on saturation. So our products are very, very different from makeup and those types of things. There are more people that have more children than there are adults who want makeup, if I'm really honest. And the thing is about JFTP is that you can take any piece of JFTP and choose to focus on different products or different parts of the business and actually pull that in to then create your own business around. I think I mentioned in one of my videos, an analogy about my lovely neighbour who is really lovely, and that basically, we're really good friends. We live one house away from each other, but the school that Alice goes to and the school that her children go to are very, very different. The clubs that her children go to are very different from the clubs that Alice's go to. So whilst in theory we're just one house apart, if we, for example, took on this opportunity, actually that's absolutely fine. We're not risking each other's businesses, we're not stepping on each other's toes because our networks are so different. And I think that's really, really important to try and remember. It's no different from traditional competition. There are lots of companies out there competing, undercutting, doing all of these exciting things. And we're all competing for Facebook advertising, Google advertising, traffic to our websites. So actually it's no different, but you're in a stronger position because you've got the ability to actually talk to people and engage in people and actually touch your network physically and, maybe show them a product and, and do really, really lovely things from a personal perspective that maybe I can't achieve online. So I think this is just, I wanted to cover two very, very important points in this video. I do hope it helps a little bit. And of course, if you've got any questions, then by all means, please email at businessinabox@justfortinypeople.com. Or now you can visit jftpbusinessinabox.com. Because the new site is there and there's a lovely, lovely link called really important information, which if you click on, you will see lots and lots of questions that everybody has been asking us, and what we've done is compiled an FAQ. So hopefully that will also answer lots and lots of questions too. Okay, so thank you so much, and no doubt we'll speak to you all soon.